Alright everyone, welcome back for our final feature match of the Swiss rounds of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Avalon Championship here at Midgard Gaming in Mount Pearl. So for the final Swiss round for the day, we're going to be having Blake Comden, who's going to be playing a 60-card Shabis Artifacts, also known as the infamous 60-card control deck that was made known at the YCS before last. Blake is one of the most seasoned players here at the tournament today, as well as just in the community here in general. So really excited to see what he's going to be bringing to the table, both literally and figuratively. And his opponent today is going to be Stephen Kennedy, who's going to be playing Lightsworn Rulers. So definitely a pretty good matchup for us to take a look at. Lightsworn Rulers, very unpredictable, very aggressive, and they can definitely steal games if you're not prepared for them. But the 60-card Shabis Artifacts is definitely made to kind of bring things into the end game, kind of let the match drag out far too long sometimes, but still able to maintain a high level of resources throughout the entire game with lots of options the whole time. So after our current match, we are going to be making a top 8 cut, for which we'll be doing one feature match for each of the remaining single elimination rounds. And after that's all done, we will be doing a quick interview with the winner, along with a couple other things for you guys to check out for our coverage in today. Alright, so both players just going to shuffle up. We are going to see who's going to go first here in just a second. Alright. One thing I will say for you guys, though, it has been a boatload of fun out here today. First kind of bigger tournament that we've done on just simply on a local level. If you're not too familiar with the area here in St. John's, Mount Pearl, and surrounding area, it's not super densely populated. Not it's a little bit out of the way compared to what some of the other bigger cities in the country are. So we all stick together. We all like to make our own fun, basically, and that's really where this is coming from here today. As I mentioned earlier, if you do want to check out our coverage after the fact, or if you want to check out some of the feature matches from earlier today, please keep an eye on the Twitch channel that you're currently watching, twitch.tv/MidgardGaming, as well as later on this weekend at youtube.com/RepublicaDuel. Alright, so we're getting this game underway here now. Steven did start off with the Summoned Wolf. Blake is over with a Squamata and 3 back rows. So Steven really going to have to watch out here with both. I should say with all 3 of the Shadal's, Burning Abyss, and Artifacts. There's a lot of really dangerous effects in Blake's deck. Assuming he can get to them. One of the risks of playing 60 cards is you do actually need to be able to draw into your 1-ofs, your 2-ofs, and even drawing your 3-ofs can be a little bit difficult sometimes. But the reward for it can definitely be worth it. Alright, so looks like Steven is going to be making the Lumina play to bring out an Aaron. So he's got 3 monsters fielded so far. And just taking a quick look, looks like he actually has at least 1 Judgment Dragon in hand, as well as a Tempest, so he can potentially make some bigger plays a little bit later on. Oh, and not really sure what he's planning on doing there. No, looks like he was going to dig in the extra deck, but decided not to. Well, he may be playing something there. Looks like he does have a pretty even balance of Synchro NXE's monsters in the extra deck. So about what you'd expect from Lightsworn Rulers. Perhaps we'll see something a little bit crazy later on. We might see a Michael, we might see a Dracosac, maybe even a Felgrand or something like that. Looks like making an attack. Will Blake activate a set card? He is thinking about it. But does he have a Burning Abyss monster to discard for what looked to be the Wind Blast? No, he actually uses Rainbow Karibo. That is crazy. Hits the Wolf with Rainbow Karibo, so Wolf cannot attack any longer. And the other 2 monsters that he has out will not be able to attack over Squamata, since Squamata does have quite a bit higher attack at 1800. definitely puts Steven in a little bit of a tough spot. Looks like he's going to be overlaying the Wolf and Aaron, getting rid of the Rainbow Karibo. And he brought out a Solid Honor Arc. But a little bit of a risky move since he's not going to be able to grab that Squamata. And now he has an extra deck monster out. Blake Shaddoll fusions are very, very dangerous. So we do have these Sinister Shadow games in the end phase by Blake. Blake kind of debating what he's going to be sending there right now. Looks like Steven has one back row. So he can't send a dragon to get rid of that. Or he can look at sending a beast or a Falco to be able to get a good follow-up play next turn. Just take a look at the opponent's graveyard. Blake, as anyone who's played Blake before, you know he's very methodical, very meticulous, and very calculating, which definitely does lead to part of his successful dueling career. Alright, so looks like he does send the beast so he can draw a card. Alright, in turn play goes back over to Blake. Looks like he does have 2 traps set down. I think maybe 2 Wind Blasts. Wind Blasts, sorry. And is he going to be making a move? Oh, looks like Steven does have the Beckoning Light, able to get some light monsters back to his hand. We've got a Judgment Dragon. A Lumina. Alright, just 2 cards there. So we got a Judgment Dragon and Lumina in hand. So definitely a pretty good option if he can get the 4 Lightsworn in the graveyard. I think he is 1 short so far though. I would just oh no, actually does look like he has the Minerva. So if Blake gets rid of the Solid Honor Arc or even summons a monster that's a target for its effect, he can actually get hit by a Judgment Dragon Field Wipe, which would not be great for him at this point. Yeah. As I mentioned earlier, Dragon Ruler is definitely a pretty dangerous deck, especially the Lightsworn variant. Even now, with 1 Soul Charge as opposed to 3 back last time they were popular, it's, it can still take a lot of games by surprise just because of Judgment Dragon and being able to field a bunch of Dragon Rulers in 1 turn. So Blake does go the route that we mentioned before. He does activate the Shaddoll Fusion, able to fuse using monsters in his deck this time. Cool thing about the Shibis Artifact build is you've got not only the artifacts in the deck to be able to bring out Construct, but we've also got the Burning Abyss monsters in the deck to be able to activate their effects and summon a Winda as well. So we're going to see, looks like he's going to be sending a Falco. What is the second card going to be? That will determine what fusion he's going to be bringing out. Are we going to be seeing a Construct who's going to be able to take out the 2 materials, or are we going to see a Winda who's not going to be able to be destroyed by Judgment Dragon's effect? No, looks like we actually see a Graph. Yep. So that means we are going to be seeing a Winda on the board here in a minute. Unless he's taking that back. No. He is second guessing his choice. No, he decides to leave the Falco in the deck. Send in the Graph. And then we're going to send a Beast. Well, again, very methodical, very definitely thinking it through. Yeah, so it was actually a Graph and a Beast, so he's going to be able to summon a Burning Abyss monster from his deck, as well as draw a card after he summons Winda. And Winda with that 2200 attack is going to be able to attack over the Solid Honor Arc controlled by Steven. Won't destroy it, just due to Arc's effect. Although Steven could also actually just let the Arc die just to have the names in the graveyard for Judgment Dragon next turn. Blake using the effects of the yarded monsters. What are we going to be seeing from Graph? Of course, anything that does get summoned at this point is going to be destroyed by its own effect. So it looks like we're going to see a Skarm, and that'll obviously let him search a tour guide to be able to use on this next turn. And now we'll see what he draws from the Shaddoll Beast. Blake's deck definitely pretty interesting. A little bit hard to put together, just considering the multitude of cards that you need for it, and a lot of very pricey extra deck cards. But definitely props to him for piloting the deck. It's a pretty tricky deck to play. Lots of stuff going on at the same time. And not too bad of a meta choice right now. I mean, you still have the basics of each engine to be able to make your plays. And the deck actually has a pretty decent matchup against Pure Burning Abyss, and to an extent against Shadal's. Depends on exactly which version of Shadal's that it is. The current version of Shadal's obviously being able to use El Shadal Fusion, which the 60 card deck that Blake's running can't really utilize to its fullest. But still remains a threat nonetheless. So he does get that win out. He may be able to... Yeah, so he does attack the Arc. And he does let the Arc die. And then Squamata is going to be... Oh, no. Is he going to leave the Arc? No, he actually just detaches so the Arc does not die. And Squamata's going to be attacking over Winda. So Steven does look to be in a pretty good position here now. Might have actually been better to just let the Arc die. However, Blake does have some dangerous traps down. If there is a Wind Blast, he's going to be able to spin the Judgment Dragon back to the top of Steven's deck and pretty much make a really nice push on the next turn to either get Steven way down in life or maybe even end the game right there. Looks like Blake is going to be setting a monster and searching a graph for next turn. Definitely an interesting choice. He may have already had Torguide in his hand at that point, which would be why graph was searched. That is kind of telegraphing what your hand is if that is the case. But the big question here is, will Steven even realize it? And if he does he have the resources available to be able to do anything about it? That's the thing when you're playing this kind of a deck. Blake way ahead in resources. However, Judgment Dragon is the wild card there that's able to kind of act as an equalizer and get everyone back on almost even ground. Obviously, if you control the 3000 attack Judgment Dragon, it's not, you can't really call it equal, but it's still brings you back just in terms of card economy. So looks like Steven's going to be summoning the Lumina, pitching a Garoth to summon another monster. What are we going to be seeing here? He is looking through his graveyard. He does have the Minerva in there, who can be used as either a tuner or can overlay for a rank 3. That seems to be what he's debating right now. And of course, when Minerva's sent to the graveyard, he can mill again, so he might be able to get lucky and get another good mill off there. Alright, so it looks like he does actually overlay into Ghost Trick Alucard, which is a pretty interesting choice. Maybe not the best one for that situation, since Blake does have multiple back rows, and most of the back row in his deck is chainable, so he can still make a threat to Steven's field, even if the card that gets targeted by Alucard is going to be destroyed. Of course, Alucard could also target the monster itself, but that is not going to happen. Right, Blake wondering what he's going to do here. Alright, looks like he's going to be Wind Blasting it. But what will he target? Is he going to target the Alucard, or is he going to target the Arc? Alright, looks like he's going to be attacking the face-down Squamata. Oh, okay. Blake actually let the Wind Blast out without using it there, so both of Steven's monsters are going to remain on the field. And he's going to be using the effect on the Arc, getting rid of that last material. So Steven should be in a position to be able to summon Judgment Dragon right now. However, because he controls 2 monsters, it's not really a great time to do so, since he will be taking out his only field presence. In addition to not really doing much to Blake at this point. Winda can't be destroyed by card effects. I should say by the opponent's card effects. And Blake is going to, in the end phase, is going to be using Needlepug Nest. Kind of interesting to see that here, actually. That's more so something that you'd see in Lightsworn Rulers themselves, not being played against them. But a dangerous card nonetheless. He can make 5 mills from the deck, and any Burning Abyss or Shadal monsters that he hits could very well result in an extra card for him. And let's see what the mills are going to be. Oh. A little bit of dialogue between the players here. Might just be coming to an understanding on something. Oh, and there's the mills. We got a Torrential Tribute, Shadal Fusion, Super Poly, Curry Bandit, and a Tour Guide. Very, very bad mills from Blake. Nothing unusual if you've ever played against him. Blake probably has some of the worst luck ever when it comes to milling. And as you can see, he lives up to his reputation. So just nothing but a big fat -1 from the Needlebug Nest. Not really getting rid of anything useful at all. Alright. So the question is, what is he going to be doing the rest of his turn? He cannot summon more than once due to having Winda on the field. And he does also need to be aware of that that inevitable Judgment Dragon who will be coming out pretty soon. Looks like he doesn't do anything. He just passes over to Steven. And is Steven going to drop the JB? No, he just actually sets a Necrogardener from his hand. Unless he wants to get that in the graveyard, he's going to summon. Yes, he does summon the Judgment Dragon to the field. Does Blake have a response to the summon before the effect activation is declared? No, so the effect is going to activate, and is it going to resolve? No. Oh, he's got another Needlebug Nest. He is going to risk it. Lucky enough, if he does hit something, he may be able to get a bit of a field back, since that will anything that does hit the grave at this point is going to resolve in a separate chain. He does Wind Blast and discard Graph. So he will be able to get a summon off of Graph. And we get the 5 mills for Lure of Darkness, Reki. Oh no. Oh, terrible, terrible mills again on Blake's part. We got the Raigeki, the Shadal Fusion, the Lure of Darkness, and the Graph, which was already in the graveyard. Blake's luck is really, really, really bad at this point. You don't see mills that bad very often, but when you do, it's a magical, magical experience. But such is the risk that you have when you're playing cards like that. So right now, Steven left with absolutely nothing. Blake with his Winda out. Scarm that is going to be destroyed because there's a non-Burning Abyss monster out. However, he can get a Tour Guide or another Burning Abyss monster from his deck to his hand, be able to make a follow-up play. However, Tour Guide not really going to do a whole lot just because Winda's still on the field. But even in this case, Steven does not have any cards to play with at all. So it's really just going to be a matter if Blake can field enough monsters to be able to push for that last 5,500 damage and end round 1. Alright, looks like he's actually going to be searching Curry Bandit, so he is adamant about those mills. So for a 10 cards mill, he's going to try for another 5 here in a minute. Most of the good spell and traps in the deck already gone. So a little bit of a risky move, but he can attack for that 1,000 damage nonetheless. Alright, what's he going to do? He does summon the Curry Bandit. Not really much Steven can do, although he does have the Necrogarden in the graveyard, so he can block that 2,200 damage from going through if he wants. Okay, so yeah, he does let the 2,200 go through. And the other 1,000 is going to go through. And there is the mills. Okay, so not too bad. He does have the Vanity. He's able to stop the Judgment Dragon from going off. He also has Wind Blast, which will do pretty much the same thing. And spin it as soon as it hits the field. At this point here, Vanity is probably the better option to go with, just to completely shut down any special summons. Because really, without these special summons at their disposal, Lightsworn Rulers really can't do a whole lot to break your field. Even their really basic plays always involve Lumina or an Xyz Summon or something like that, and they're pretty much neutered once Vanities is on the field, especially if they're behind in terms of card economy like this. All right, so yep, just looks like he takes that there. He does get the. There's the Judgment Dragon. The effect not going to do much here. He does need to attack over the window to get rid of it. Alright, just getting it figured out there. So, yep, he is going to be attacking over the window. 800 damage. Window is going to be sent to the graveyard, but Blake will get Shaddoll Fusion back. So he's definitely, if he can get a light monster, he is going to be able to go into the Construct on the next turn and attack over that Judgment Dragon and be right back where he left off. And Steven only 2,300, but he does get 4 mils off the Judgment Dragon. Might be able to get something to help him out. And it does also seem like he may have that Curry Bandit in the graveyard still.
He said he only had 50 cards. So I was like, yeah, you're running 6 cards, you're doing 50. Something like
that. Alright. So we're finally going to see play go back over to Blake here. He does have 5 cards to Steven's 1, although Steven does have the Judgment Dragon out. Steven just looking through his graveyard, seeing what his options are there. So he does have a Dragon Ruler in the graveyard, and yeah, he could even summon if he wanted to. Not really sure why he chose not to there. Maybe he just forgot about it since it was buried pretty deep. Blake also with the Rainbow Kuriboh in the graveyard, able to block an attack if Steven decides to make a push. Alright, plays back over to Blake. What is he going to be doing? He is analyzing his option there now, and he does need to get this Judgment Dragon off the field to be able to win this game. And there's the Tour Guide summon. Looks like he might be planning a little bit of a comeback here. Maybe a push with Dante and another monster. Dante is a light monster though, so if he can go into Dante, he will be able to go into Construct, assuming he has a Shaddoll card left in his hand. Oh, yeah, you can barely see it there, but I think he may actually have a Shaddoll Dragon in his hand. So that'll really, really come in handy. Alright, so the Tour Guide brings out Skarm to potentially search another Tour Guide next turn, if there is a next turn. Blake could very well end this right here, right now, if he makes the correct play. Alright, so he does overlay the Skarm and the Tour Guide. Are we going to see the Dante? Oh, he's considered. Oh, he went for Nightmare Shark. And oh no, Steven still has 2,300 left. This will not be able to end the game whatsoever. Oh, he does have the set Wind Blast though. So he will be able to get Judgment Dragon off the field, and he will stop Judgment Dragon from using the effect next turn by getting Steven down to 300 life points. Alright, a little bit of an odd choice from Blake there, but there's a little bit of logic behind it. He does not want that Judgment Dragon effect to resolve next turn. Could have played a little bit more aggressively and perhaps ended the game there and then. But if he did not have another monster that he could have summoned, he just would have ended the turn with the... still would have had the Construct and the Wind Blast down, though. A little bit of a stronger field in this case. Although that said, if he can get rid of the Judgment Dragon, he will be in a pretty good spot. But Steven... Oh, Steven actually just chooses to straight up summon a Raiden. So really, really interesting play here. He can bring out a Star Eater, however, again, not really what he wants to be doing here. He should make that attack, force that trap card, and then start to build up his field again using normal summon and the Dragon Ruler in his graveyard. Oh, and he's looking through. Is he going to summon it? I just noticed he does have an Eclipse Wyvern there, so he may be able to get another JD if he's able to banish that. Oh, and no. No, he cannot. He only has one dragon in his graveyard besides Tempest. And there is the Wind Blast. That is going to be spinning the Judgment Dragon back to the top of the deck. Only riding out right now.
6-0. 6-0 battery man. That's fucked. That was literally what they were saying. Like, I have no idea what these the guy that comes out that can summon. Because they're all of them are all.
All right, so question here now is Blake going to be able to end this on the next turn? He is in a really, really good spot here. He does need to be able to field at least one more monster and attack over the rod and be able to take game this turn before another Judgment Dragon hits the field. Yeah, Blake's still at 6,900, so still in a really good spot. Lots of card advantage. Pretty much has the game sealed at this point. Just needs to play it out. Oh, and his Rainbow Karibo is banished. The Kariban is damaged. Are we going to see it? And there is the clutch BLS for game. Nothing that Steven's going to be able to do at this point. Even followed up with a tour guide just to add insult to injury. And once this is played out, that is definitely going to be game right here, right now. BLS can just attack over the ride and attack again for game. Banish ride and attack with the other monsters. So many other options here.
Because you get like a 1 for 3. Yeah, but in general, like you get a 1 for 4 or 1 for 3 half the time.
Yeah, so we do have the
I pay 1 for 3. Okay, no problem.
the Seer, which should be in defense actually, but not really going to matter much at this point as Blake makes his push. Attacks with the Black Soldier. Steven thinking about something there. Oh. What it does, just kind of sorting it all out there, and looks like that should be game now. Does he have? Yeah, he does have a Necroguard in the left, but it is not going to stop the rest of the monsters from sealing game 1 for Blake now. Yeah, definitely a couple of dangerous plays from Steven, but in the end, Blake did just overwhelm him with not only the slightly stronger deck, but also, you know, that methodical play of getting ahead and staying ahead. All right, so while the players decide, we are going to be actually getting the guest commentator in here in just a few minutes, so you guys stay tuned, and we will be back with you shortly. All right, guys, so we are back for Game 2 of our Round 5 feature match between Blake Coleman and Stephen Kennedy. I'm actually joined now by one of our judges who's taken a short break from taking care of all the fun ruling disputes, pairings, and all that jazz from floor. Say hello to Alex Flynn.
Hi, how's it going?
All right, Alex, so you missed it on Game 1. Game 1 was actually pretty interesting. Blake got ahead, stayed ahead. Did take a little while. Couple of very conservative plays, not making the pushes as early as what you'd expect, but did actually come out on top. Took out spun JD, I believe, 3 times back to the top of the deck.
Really?
Prevented from going off any more than once. So now we're going to be going into Game 2 with 1-0 for Blake.
You know what Blake's record is currently going in?
I believe at this point, we are at round 5. I believe Blake is 3-2 at this point, so if he wins this, he may have a chance to top.
Yeah, he might actually also be the only Shadal deck here topping.
It may be, yeah. Most of these Shadal players actually not having great luck today. A couple of them did get knocked a little bit earlier, and we did see Lee with his Lightsworn variant not doing too well earlier as well. Yeah, we do look like we have the Lila attacked into the Scarm.
Yeah.
Yeah, always got to be careful when you're playing against Burning Abyss. You got to remember they do have really strong defense monsters at their disposal.
Yeah. This is true.
All right, plays back over to Blake, so he does have... Looks like he got mostly Shadal cards in his hand, actually, so can't really summon those without getting rid of his Scarm. Actually, really interesting what we've seen last game. Winda just kind of stuck around the whole time, dominated the game.
Really?
And looks like we're going to be seeing that again, actually. Got the Squamata and the Falco going to the graveyard. There is the Winda.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely very good to get out a Winda against Burning Abyss. I mean, not Burning Abyss, against Lightstorm Rulers.
For sure, they do have to do more than one summon, and also pretty much shuts down their Lumina plays as well.
Yep.
And the particular 2 Shadals that he did use Squamata to send Beast, and he's going to be able to summon Falco out to the field. That is his special summon for the turn, though. So he's not going to be able to play overly aggressively, but so from what we've seen, Blake is not too aggressive a player.
Nope.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, I mean, we both played against Blake millions and millions of times before. Very, very meticulous, very methodical.
I know.
Yeah. Does not really misplay because of that same reason. Games go a little bit long sometimes, but really, really good matches. Some of the best matches I actually had were against Blake himself. Have not played Steven a whole lot, though. How about you, Alex?
Not really, no. I think once or twice, maybe.
No,
but I don't really remember the match.
Yeah, Steve, one of the newer players to the community there has not been attending for quite a year yet, which is still considered pretty new. We got some guys who have been playing since way back in the day, like mid 2000s, and some people have been playing just ever since day 1. So it looks like he does grab the Torghast Scarm in the end phase. We'll say he didn't actually attack over the Lila. Pretty interesting. He must be afraid of hitting that.
Honest, maybe?
Yeah, the honest is... It's always there. It's never there, but it's always there. And Lila's going to be attempting to take at the back row, but Shadow Games is there, so he's going to be able to chain that and not lose a card.
Why normally don't find Lila that good against Shadals, because almost all the traps chain. Maybe Vandy's.
They do run a lot of chainable cards, and especially against this build as well, which is running the
Burning Abyss half.
The Burning Abyss, and fun thing I actually found out last round, it's actually not running the artifact engine anymore in this, so we did have the original deck name incorrect. Do apologize for that.
50 card Shadal Abyss minus my artifacts.
The actual deck is actually going to be 50 card Shabiss. No artifacts in there this time. Although we did see a lot of Rainbow Karibos and Kuriben this last game, so really...
So 50 card Rainbow Shabiss.
Really, what we're going to be calling that today is 50 card Curry Shabiss. We have now witnessed the birth of a new build here today at the Avalon Championship. Yeah. Looks like Blake is really building up his field there now. Steven, again, with only the Lila in defense, may not have gotten a great hand. That's the thing about Lightsworn Rulers. When you brick hard.
That's true. I'm not sure why he showed us this Echo Gardener.
No, looks like just confirming it to Blake there.
Okay. But he pointed it up to the camera.
Did he?
That was kind of weird.
That. I guess he does have an attachment to the Necro Guardian.
Possibly.
Yeah. Good card. Good card. Yeah.
Stopped OTK. Shadals are pretty good at doing that now.
Especially now with El Shadal Fusion. Blake not running that today.
Not even one copy?
No, I was surprised as well. Definitely a really, really good card. That's kind of what still makes him dangerous. That El Shadal Fusion able to turn a regular aggressive move in the game at any time. So looks like Steven's going to be summoning a Garoth. Potentially going to be tacking over that Falco. And may be able to plus off of Garoth in the end phase if it lives that long.
I assumed he did Xyz in order to get rid of Winda.
That's another option as well. He could have went into a Castle. And looks like Blake actually has the different dimension ground. So anything that
emails will be banished.
It is going to be banished. That's really, really nasty for Steven here.
So today Garoth will not get the draw effect too, even if he mills the
Blake
Lightsworn.
actually getting up. Looks like he may actually be doing a judge call here. Yeah, we do have a judge heading into the room. Probably just a question of whether or not the cards still get sent, which they do in this case. They do still get banished. One of those wonderful little,
It's probably with Garoth too, because it says you draw a card whenever you mill a Lightsworn.
Yes.
But does the mill have to hit the graveyard?
I believe it does. I'm not sure the most up-to-date card text on it, but I believe it does need to actually go to the graveyard for Garoth's effect to trigger. Alright, so we got the judge right there fixing that. Blake on his phone there for a minute. Checking the time, I guess. Definitely, Lightsworn Ruler's definitely not a deck that you want to go into time to.
No.
They can just make a really, really huge push, do enough damage to the point where you may win the game eventually, but you're definitely not going to be able to get their life down anytime soon.
Right. Steve is doing a judge calendar. Hold on. You right back?
Alright, looks like we do need some extra judges on the floor. We do have one in here at the feature match. And Alex just got called away to do another judge call at another table. Definitely some little ruling disputes going on here today, but it is all in good fun. Yeah. Big special thank you actually to Alex as well as Steve Butt, who's on here a little bit earlier today doing commentary for rounds 3 and 4. Big thank you to you guys. I know Alex, especially, fairly new judge, doing really, really good at his first big event here. And Steve has been judged for a while, just like myself. Again, bringing that experience to the table, really, really helpful to not only us here at the event staff, but also for the players at the tables as well, bringing that great player experience for them. Looks like we're still waiting on the final call on the Garoth different dimension ground Lila ruling. Hopefully we'll have that back up and running here pretty soon. But and that will also result in a time extension for these two players as well if they do happen to go to time.
I drove in that storm. I drove before it started until after it ended.
Alright, looks like we're almost done there.
I left St. John's at 6.
Yeah, and there are the banished monsters on top of the deck. Welcome back, Alex.
Hello. Made it back. Quick ruling.
Excellent, excellent. What matchup was it?
Shadals versus Lightsworn Shadals versus Shadals, I think.
Almost a mirror match. Almost.
Close to a mirror match.
And the different dimension ground really putting the hurt on Steven here as a bunch of his monsters.
Did he get all Lightsworns milled, or what?
Not all Lightsworns. Looks like he actually had a Ghost Grey there, probably a Gores.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, not too bad, but you really don't want any of the light swarm to be banished unless you're doing it by your own effects.
Yeah.
Looks like that you do have another question. Alright guys, looks like we do have a little appeal here, and so we are going to be right back. Alex is going to take over the stream here for a few minutes while we get this straightened away.
Oh boy, I have no idea what to do. I have no idea what to do. I don't know. Anyway, so Dave has gone to appeal the ruling, or there was an appeal, and Dave has gone to see what happens after
You
this.
mentioned different dimension ground. Is it end of the turn or is it till the end phase?
It's at the end phase. No, different dimension grounds activated at the
So
end
the way
phase.
it works is he can pass priority.
Yeah. And John's got to help with the ruling now. What time are those guys at? Alright. So if they continue this like this, they'll probably go to time very soon. And yeah. I believe at the moment we have about 3 or 4 people in there trying to figure this out. Alright.
You can't beat him. Second place, the way we lost to John. Should have beat you for the fucking obviously. I didn't know that was a thing.
Like, should all support in next challenge you don't have a hand that even you should.
I think they've come to a decision. By the looks of people over to my left.
Quite a hefty card combo
Okay, so they've resolved the issue. Blake flips beasts in order to draw 2, discard 1. Discards the Falco again to get a special for a turn.
I don't have ever had an urge to hit someone's face as much as you was then.
Alright everyone, I am back.
Alright, so
yeah, a
did you
little
resolve
bit
the problem?
of yeah, we did actually solve the problem.
That was the big issue.
Yeah, we did actually need to get 2 judges on that, just because we did have an appeal, and that's where I come in. First appeal of the day, actually, so pretty good overall. So we did rule that the effect of Garth does not activate, since the 3 cards that were milled were all monsters, and they got banished instead. In order for Garth to activate, the cards would have to hit the graveyard in the first place. And because the trigger condition is not met, no effect is activated.
And there we go.
So
That's how we rule in the Avalon.
It is. It certainly is. So it looks like play has continued on here. Has anything interesting happened so far?
Let's see. Activate a beast, special Falco after beast discard. And he attacked into Garat with, I think it was Winda. So he might have gone over his Fear of Honest.
Yes, it looks like he's done that now. He can definitely attack over the Lila. No Fear of Honest in defense position. And then the 2200 direct damage.
Alright. I should actually check if they're on time yet. They've still got 2 minutes.
All right. In addition to Judge Call, the guys that should actually have probably about 5 minutes left at this point. All right, they are still on round 2. Looks like Blake is doing really, really well once again. Has Steven down to 5150. Does have quite a bit of a big field. Appears to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. To Steven's either 5 or 6 there, so not too far ahead, but far enough that he's able to stay aggressive. And there's the Needlebug Nest. Blake did not have good luck with this last game. Maybe he'll be a little bit better now. He did get a graph, but that's That's
And
about it.
whenever Graf summons will be automatically destroyed, won't it?
I will, assuming he has a special summon already this turn.
Oh yeah, he has. He special Falco.
Oh, yeah, okay, so you can't special at all from that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Should
No, I don't.
No, wait, no. This is he done it during.
Oh, he did it during
Steve's
Steven's turn. Okay,
Yeah.
so has not special summoned this turn. So he is going to be able to send the Seer. Seer activates. Does he have a Skarm or a Dante he can use at this point? No, because he already
yeah.
summoned. Not the best choice instead. A little bit of a misplay. May not affect the outcome of the match.
Probably not. I believe Steve has a Raikou set.
It does look like it, yep.
So
He can hit the back row, but that's about it. Nothing else is...
he can hit Dragon too, because there's nothing for him to target with Dragon's effect.
That's true. He does not have any spell traps out. Pretty usual of Lightsworn rulers.
Yeah. But other than that, he'd...
So assuming that is the Raikou he has down, Steven's at 5150. If he does manage to field at least one more big attacker that doesn't get taken out by Raikou, that may be game.
Falco?
Alright, so he's going to flip the Falco.
No, he can't because he... Oh, he can flip Falco, but he can't special. No.
Alright, he's choosing the target for Falco carefully.
Alright. Does one of us have to go in and tell him that...
It's on I believe the last summon was on...
Was in the last...
was on Steven's turn, actually.
Oh, was it... Oh, yeah, it was.
The Seer summon by Graf.
Yeah.
So he's going to be attacking. Flips the Raikou. What's he going to target?
Winda?
Oh, did he target Winda?
He appeared to have target Winda, which...
Oh, okay. He did target the back row. Blake did give him that one. Only hits the Needlebug Nest. Didn't chain it, though, which is interesting, but not really much benefit he could get out of it with a full field.
That's true. And probably scar him, that's about it.
That's about it. So another attack's going to go through. Is Blake going to be able to get game? Probably not, but he's going to be pretty close.
He could have a Tempest Magician in his side deck. Or, I mean, extra deck.
That is possible as well. That definitely interesting pick a few months ago when Shadal's reversed out. He did Necro Gardener, though.
Oh.
So he will stay in the game for another turn.
That is true.
Yeah, the question here is, does he have enough Lightsworn monsters in his graveyard for a comeback? Or does he have any Dragon Rulers he can use to attack Winda?
He has a Diablos in his hand. Not sure if there's enough lights in his grave.
That would definitely be another good option. Could get rid of that set monster. Oh, he's got the Book of Moon on the Winda. What are we going to see?
All right.
We can potentially see a big play here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
Ooh, yes. Let's see.
Is it going to be...
Nope.
It's Light Ray Diablos, actually. No Judgment Dragon.
Nope. Oh, but he could send Winda set now, so that makes it a Diablos target.
He can. He can get rid of either the, I believe, the set monster or the set back row.
Yeah.
Forcing the back row might be the best option in this case, since you already know what the that he has the set hedgehog, I believe.
Yeah. I believe it was Lizard.
It was okay. It was Squamata. All right.
No, I'm not. No, we're not. No one's on. That's a bad card. Don't run this tower. This tower sucks. Yeah. Towers is a bad card. Don't run it. It's bad. You'll never see it.
All right. So looks like you tried to summon an Aaron.
We won't play it.
Last week I did get first turn towers against him.
So Winda has been sent to the grave by Summoner?
No, he gets shuffled back in the deck by Aaron.
All right.
Yeah, not as great of a push as what Steven would have needed to really take his momentum back, but enough to recover a little bit of card economy by putting Blake behind a few cards.
That's true. No, it does seem like he doesn't have any dragons in his grave or hand, too.
Yep, definitely being limited, although he may be able to mill something off of Aaron. But Blake does respond with the Wind Blast, discarding Graf.
Turn Diablos back to hand, or top of deck. Scar him pops himself. And
Yep, there's the Scarm. Going to be able to search in the end phase. Yes, apparently the general consensus here today is that Cleveland Towers is a bad card.
It's bad. You're a scrub. You play towers.
Yeah, pro tip of the day.
Don't play Cleveland Towers.
I play towers.
You do not play Towers.
I play towers.
All right.
Still back card.
Dies to Obelisk, says
That
the
is true.
comments.
Dies to Obelisk. Everything dies to Obelisk.
Zombie,
Except Moral Attack. He does not, because Moral Attack doesn't care.
but Zombie Stein does not die to Obelisk.
What?
Zombie Stein, number 22.
No, Zombie Sign does not die to Obelisk.
Spirit Reaper does not die to Obelisk. Arcana Force of the Fool does not die to Obelisk.
There are some things that do not die to Obelisk, apparently. So Blake getting a bit of a huge field on the go here.
Yep.
Yeah, it does have the 3 Shaddolls, the Burning Abyss.
Unless there's a Battle Fader somewhere. Ooh, there could be a Gorz.
All right, what? Oh, and there's the there's the Goyo Guardian. Are we going to see another overlay here now?
And he attacks with all of them at one time.
Apparently no. And there's the GG. That is game over. Blake wins round 5, 2-0. Congratulations to Blake. We're going to be getting him out
And
here in
his
a few
new
minutes.
deck that never existed before today.
Yes, winning round 5 with his 50 card Curry Shabis deck.
Does it actually have 50 cards?
I've been told.
Okay.
I don't have the deck list on me, but we may take a look at it after the tournament.
Let's make sure. We need to be specific though. If it has 49 cards, it needs to be 49 card.
It certainly does. We do
30.
need to have the correct card account.
Exactly.
All right, everyone. So we will be back here in just a few minutes with both myself and Blake, just to talk to him a little bit about this past round, about his deck, and about his experience at the tournament here today. All right, guys, we're back, and I'm here with Blake, who just finished up his round 6 match with the deck we've been calling the 50 card Curry Shabis.
Yeah. You could call
How
it
was your
that.
match, Blake?
It was fun. Went against an old enemy, Lightsworn, with a few Light Ray, a few rulers in there. That Necro Garden, man, that card always haunts me, but I guess it was pretty fun, yeah.
Awesome. And one thing we noticed during the games, especially game 1, those mills.
Yeah, I have about 30, no, I have about 30, I think 28 monsters or so. I should probably increase it for cards like the Needlebug Nest, but yeah, they weren't nice to me today. I don't think those
No,
mills. No,
the Needlebug Nest, the Curry Bandit, not quite as bad, but still,
no, you can still
pretty
add
rough.
a card, but
Yeah.
no. Every now and then it'd be nice. I'd mill a BA, mill Falco or something, and get some effects off. But for the most part, no.
Definitely. I know game 1, or should I say, game 2 was kind of straightforward. Was pretty much got in the lead, stayed there the whole time, took the match.
Yeah.
It seemed to be pretty easy, at least.
Yes, yeah, pretty easy match, but like I said, it was fun. He's getting better as a player, I gotta say. Met him a few months ago now, and he's learning the rules and everything, and yeah, he's paying attention to the effects. Yeah.
Definitely. All right, so we're going to be starting the top 8 here pretty soon. We're going to have our first top 8 feature match for all you guys to check out. We're going to be streaming that here in probably about 5-10 minutes. And aside from that, thank you very, very much for everyone who's come out to compete in the 6 rounds of Swiss that we had here today. And thank Blake for coming on and talk to us for a few minutes.
Yeah, thanks. It was an awesome day today.
All right, we are back, and this is our first of top 8. Now,
Single elimination.
it is single elimination.
All right.
All right, so
Are they on the wrong side?
no,
wait. you
they're on
never
the right
changed anything.
sides.
Yeah.
Just hopefully we can. Oh God, how do you spell this? I'm gonna butcher this so bad.
I don't know. Stella. All right. You should put burn at the end too, because that's what it is. It's mostly a burn deck. Oh, never mind. Hold on for a second. My ankles, please. Thank you. I think that's how he borrowed from me. All right.
So this is our first round of top 8. We have Cleforts versus Stutala Knights.
I believe this is their first actual feature match as Cleforts today.
This is the first Clefort feature, top 8. It's not. Apparently, it's already over. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how good Cleforts are now.
No, it's for Stellas.
Oh,
Apparently, they got wrecked so hard.
it was over before it even began.
All right, so we have our normal shoveling beforehand.
Yep.
Now, these guys actually face each other in Swiss.
Did they?
Yeah, they actually face each other in Swiss. In Swiss, John came out on top because of a nasty.
I thought Miles won.
Nope. Well, John did. He summoned Vanity's. No, that was different. I don't know if they face in Swiss.
Oh, so
Oh.
No.
No, that was Jeremy, right?
yeah, John played Darrow, the other Clefort player.
Yes.
No, not John. Well, they
No,
both played. They both played Darrow, but
doesn't
Miles
matter. They're
played-
playing here now. So we're gonna see who's gonna win. We're gonna have the big flying robots in the sky versus some dudes on the ground that like to summon things.
They're even higher in the sky. They're Stellar Knights, Steve,
What?
because they're in space. So they're higher in the sky.
You saying these things can't go to space?
I don't know. Can Cleforts go to space?
We'll see why not.
Are any of them on space in their artwork?
Based on like Judaism.
I
Anyways, where were we? All right, so I'm not sure who's actually going first.
assume
No, we
they're-
have Satellites going going first.
we
So
had that.
Miles opens the Rota. Looks like John has that searcher.
Yeah, that card we all hate.
Yeah, that. Oh look, my name is MST written all over it, Mr. Scout.
Yep.
And we have the Rota. Looks like it might be for a Deneb, I think. Move your hand.
Probably at a neb, yes.
Move your hand. I'll put that.
I don't see why it wouldn't be a neb. Yep, it's a neb.
There's Deneb. All right, sick.
That's the standard search at the beginning.
Usually it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's pretty decent.
Yep.
Card's decent.
Okay.
That's Deneb.
And neb's the search.
What's he going to look for? He's going to look for. It looks like a Vega. Yeah, it's a Vega.
Bit strange. I assume he's got an Altair in
Must
hand.
have Altair in hand. He's going to search the Vega.
Possibly even El Sam in hand.
Maybe another Rhoda, but he would have played it already. Yes, I do believe there's an Altair in his hand. Yes, there is.
There is.
There's
And
a breakthrough skill, which is horrible against Squillarts.
it is.
Oh, John, okay, pass the turn. That's Summoner's Art. So maybe he's going to bait him out. No? Okay. I know there's a breakthrough, but there might be something else. Oh, and he baited it. He baits it. That's Stellanova Alpha. Little does he know, he has another. Yeah, there it is.
Got in hand.
Yep. So that's good. He baited that out. Now that's a breakthrough skill, so that's not going to do anything. In fact, it's the opposite of good against Cool Lords. Because, sure, they want you to negate their effects.
This is true.
All right?
Although the
You know,
only
he has a
time
duality. He has a carrier, I believe. And
the only time it would have any value would probably be to hit disc with it after it is
Disc
tributed.
after the tribute, so like the only time it's good.
Yes.
Well, you can negate the.
Double attack of.
Yeah, you
Shell.
can negate Shell, but you can just do it again next turn.
Yeah.
No, I think he forgets he was tributed by. No, wait. I don't know. Might be, anyways. Don't matter. Yeah, disc is the only thing you really want to hit with it. If you break through a shell, don't break through a shell. Unless it's a volcanic shell, then you're really bad. So, alright, so you're going to play the duality.
All right,
So
so
nope,
he
nope,
will not
nope.
be special summoning this turn.
No, he gets
Oh,
The Vanities, the Space, and another Summoner's Art.
he will probably pick the Vanities.
If I say the
because-
Vanities or the Art to be a backup, just in case he has something to get rid of the Scout, yeah, he's taking the Vanities.
Yeah, because if he gets Vanities out against the Tellers and
Yeah,
just
that's-
one monster.
Yeah,
then-
just basically what he can do now is really lock it down, summon that monster, play the equip, set Vanities. And
Yeah.
that's hurting.
that's
can't
game.
kill it by
That's
fi-
basically game from there.
Unless because he already played the Alpha, so
Yeah.
he's out in Alpha. You can try to burn him to death.
He could,
That'd be... Yeah, okay, looks like there's a Helix, actually, not a Carrier. It's a Helix.
but he has a carrier in hand too.
He does have a Carrier in hand. Oh, he's attacking. And, of course, you can't break through that because that'd be kind of bad.
Yeah.
So let's
does
actually
increase
attack
the
for
attack.
28 instead, or 27.
27.
No, against 300 from this.
Yeah, against 300.
And negate his effect, it goes
Yeah.
to 24. It goes to 27.
All right.
Oh, and he drew the Warning. So Warning's very nice to draw, just not right now. Well, then again, if he tributes him, he can negate the summon, but he can still get the search, and he can still panel him.
Now he could try to bait out the Vanities because then
Yeah,
he'd
but
have
how
to
does he know he has vanities, right?
He
That's-
knows he has Vanities because it was.
He duality for it, right? So
Yeah.
he knows. What am I saying? He does know he has it. Okay, so he's playing the Vega. John's like, you're actually playing Vega? No. Vega's not really see that often in Style Knights, are they? I don't think so.
No, I don't. No, I don't think they've seen that much.
You might be
No.
waiting for the vanities? No. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
there's the
so-
vanities.
Yeah. So,
So,
now he's going to have to pop it in order to tribute.
Yes. However, if he's smart, he's not going to pop it. Because
Yeah,
what's he going to do? Honest?
He might actually.
He might lose some damage. It won't get the kill because he can't pick up a battle.
Yeah, but oh, it is true. So
All right, and of course, vanities won't destroy it if he sends his Miles sends Honest to the grave. If John plays Honest, I'm be questioning why he's playing Honest in an all Earth machine deck. But
there's some weird strategies going on.
oh man,
It looks like he's searching with Scout.
yes sir. Why wouldn't you?
Uh,
Oh no, he's going for it. He doesn't know he has the disc. Oh no. No,
Wait.
not by disc. I mean solemn. How did I mix up disc? He's searching disc. That's not disc at all. That's shell. What am I talking about? He searches
Well-
shell.
He's probably playing to pop whatever.
Well, he's going to tribute. Okay, there's the tribute for shell, and there's the warning. So he goes to grave. Vanities goes. However, he does get the search off the.
Off to
Carrier pops the remaining back row, which is the breakthrough skill, which is kind of useless at the moment anyway. But he does get the search off the equip spell. And he does have the tool, so therefore, depending on what he searches for, he could make the scales and actually pendulum summon. Vega's part of the big three? No, you don't play Vega. Vega's crap. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Let me see. So he's going to search out. Looks like a carrier. That is a carrier. So now that's a scale of 1, so he can actually finish the scales.
But what can he bring out? In this
Well, he bring
scale?
out the carrier.
There's a carrier. Anything else?
Yeah, that's what he's bringing out, the carrier.
All right.
And the Helix.
From hand.
However, now Miles is kind of down, but he does have that the Altair, I believe.
He does. So
Yeah, he does have the Altair. Oh, he has all monsters.
in his hand. So, ooh, do you know what we have? What John has face down? Oh, another monster.
All right, so he summons the Altair. John does have a wire tap down. But however, that's not going to come into play at the moment. All right, so Altair starts summons back Vega. Vega specials from the hand, which is going to be...
Well, some.
Oh, that's a song? Oh, but the Torrential.
Ooh.
And his monsters go. He don't care that his
Yeah.
monsters are gone. He bring back
Yes.
next turn. And, of course, Miles, with no spell and trap removal, can't break the scales.
And that's why I hate Cleaforts.
They're not that bad.
They
All
are
right.
that bad.
Yeah, they are that bad.
They are that
All right,
bad.
so now-
I hate both these decks. But they're good decks.
So he does take, I believe, 1,000 burn damage.
He does. The summon was successful.
And Scout. Search.
Yep. So I can't tell exactly how much.
I can't tell the life.
so
Life
far?
is either zoomed out completely out of focus or just off the camera.
I
But,
believe
oh,
it's
there's a
off the
pendulum.
camera.
There's a pendulum summon.
There it is.
Oh, that's attacking. That's a shake.
Yep.
That's game 1. Game 1 will go to Quillies. Free Willies.
Is that what you're named them? Free Willies?
No, free Quillies.
Oh, Free Killies. Okay.
Whenever they pendulum, it's like Free Willy jumping over, and you have the Michael Jackson song in the background. Right? Across
Yes.
the river Jordan, you are my friend. Whenever you pendulum summon, that's what happens, right?
Yeah.
You don't hear it, but somewhere it's happening.
Maybe you hear an evil version of it.
You hear it in like G major or something, right? As
Yeah.
well.
You hear it sung by Marilyn Manson.
That'd be something to see.
That'd actually be pretty awesome. I
Or
think.
something to hear, I should say. Or you want to...
It'd definitely be something.
Oh, man, it'd be something. All right. So we have our starting for Game 2. Now, this is single elimination, so Miles pretty much, he's
Needs to
hating.
win.
Oh, I just saw,
Needs
I believe I just saw that Battle Guard howling.
I know, that card was awesome.
Oh, that card is so good. It's a little situational, but it's funny when it's like, what?
Yeah, well, hit a Cleveland Scout.
Hit the what?
I mean, not Scout. What's the one? Shell.
Shell or disc, either one of them.
Yeah.
And compulses and, well, then again, you're back in your hand, you can tribute for it again.
Yeah.
But compulses and magic cylinder all in one card whenever you're a warrior is targeted for a attack or targeted by a monster effect.
It's true.
However, it doesn't actually negate the effect. If it did, oh my god.
That would be amazing. It'd probably be secret and worth probably $500 too.
It wouldn't be worth $500.
Well, fine, 50 maybe.
It'd be a couple bucks.
I say be.
Scatter a few dollars.
I say probably be. I don't know, 25.
Yep, I don't know.
500 might be an exaggeration.
Be a fair few.
Like, I'm sure you could.
Well, it'd be played more, that's for sure. If it negated the effect, it would be played.
Yeah.
Might not be played at 3, but it might be played. So, I mean, right now it's like, what? You run this? But it's a good option.
It's not a bad card.
No, it's not a bad card. It's just it's outclassed by usually like other traps. You don't have room for it.
No, it hurts Shadal's a lot actually.
Huh?
Yeah, because you hit it when they attack.
Oh yeah, it just
And
pops
then-
it back to. Okay, anyways, we're starting the game here.
Yeah.
So I believe Miles is going to go first. If not, then John opens 2 Night Beams. Oh no, okay. So he summons a Deneb.
Why would you have Night Beam against Cleforts?
No. He had Night Beam.
Oh,
Looks like he has. No, it's a Typhoon and a Night Beam. Okay. Yeah, man, Night Beam and Coolies are so good. It's like, oh, you got that Fairy Wind. I'm gonna pop it as much stuff as I can before I play Scout. That way you won't get screwed over when they Fairy Wind you, or Spell Shattering, or X card here.
Does he have a Scout though?
No, he does
Ooh,
not.
There's that Vandy's. He's gonna blind MST first.
Oh man, that is the only way to play MST. Is he blind? He's hitting the middle. I know. What's he doing?
He's seeing if he's gonna chain anything. Nope. He
Battle guy. Why? Oh, okay. Well, there it goes.
Night Beam.
Night Beam. Oh, there's another one gone. Get rid of that. What is it?
He can't chain to it though.
Ceasefire.
Ooh, ceasefire. Well,
I have to sneeze.
summon Scout. Or summon Shell.
That's a shell. Shell's 18. That can attack over. Oh no, now it's 21. It can't be popped by battle. So there's no worry being honest in his hand now, which there's not. I believe his hand is a Vega and an Altair.
I know.
So I don't know what that back row is right now, but hopefully it's something to save him.
Hopefully, because with that Vandy's
Oh, but
and
it's
skill
but
drain,
the skill drain.
effective Vega.
Play that skill drain, son. Play that. Oh, Vanities.
Oh, Vandy's.
All right, he's gonna bait it.
Skill drain.
Nope. All right.
All right, I guess he wants to save skill drain. Oh.
What? Oh, he top decked it. I suppose he's ended his turn. Top
Yeah.
decked the carry, so I believe he's gonna summon it.
Is that from carrier?
He's attacking. Oh, that's. Oh, this is bad position for Miles right now. Oh, he compulses. All right, that's decent. However, the Vanities is gone now.
Yes, but there's still the skill drain.
There is skill to skill drain. He doesn't know about that one yet.
So unless he draws an MST.
However, now he searches Tool.
Yes, that is true.
Oh, look at all 3 of them clumped together.
Mm.
Yep, so he does search the Tool, so now this is exceptionally bad because Miles has no answer to Tool. So, or Scout. God, why do I keep calling it by the OCG name? Scout. Scout. Bonk.
If you keep saying it to yourself.
Boink. All right, anyways. Scout. Scout. All right. I still call Towers Killer. It's just,
Yeah, well, it's a much better name.
Oh, sounds a hell of a lot better. Judge. All right, so, let me see. So John is, I believe, searching with Scout to search out possibly something to finish the scales. But no, he has no real monsters in his hand to pendulum. Sacrifice. That's a good thing to play. The fact you can search Sacrifice off Scout is silly.
I know. That's why it shall be banned.
Now he can't be popped by battle, which is one of the main things that I guess Stella's do.
Mm.
Is honest. Is a battle fader, so
That's interesting.
we live in. However, he's got that drain. Yep, there's that skill drain. So I don't think there's anything else Miles can do right now. I think Miles is stuck in a corner.
Yep.
He's got because right now it's like okay, I can if I draw space, if I live the next turn, which he will, he has a battle fader.
Yeah.
He's not dying, but not a skill drain. So, oh man, that's so. If I was him, I wouldn't play. You played it. I'd just if I'd say if Shell didn't kill, I'd probably wait on the fader, but I guess not. So if he draws an MST now, he's kind of worrisome. He's like I can MST the scout, the scout. I can MST the skill drain. But
No, what does he have in hand?
it has looks like an alt here.
Okay, so it'd probably have to be skill drain. Otherwise, he's
Well, he
dead.
hasn't drawn yet. So
If he draws MST.
I think there's an alt here in his hand. I'm unsure from this angle. But however, John's not done.
Nope.
John's never done.
Three-fourths are never finished.
So he searches out. Oh, and there's the scales. The scales has been made. However, he doesn't really have anything to summon. So he has no cards in his hand.
What did he draw?
I think it was either Callahan or Bottomless. I'm not fully sure. Oh, he says Monster. Passes turn. That looks like an Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon he just drew.
No, it's not going to be much help right now, but...
You should totally tribute it, like tribute both of them. Summon Odd Eyes, but that'd be a horrible play.
It would be, but
But
it'd be hilarious.
Oh man, it'd be beyond hilarious. Yeah, it is an Odd Eyes.
Okay. It'd be a very odd move to do.
Hey. Oh, he's paying for scout.
Yep.
So this could seal the books. I'm not sure what his face down is. Miles.
Miles's? No, I have no idea. We'll have to be surprised.
I don't know. But if it was something useful, he probably would have played it by now.
Oh, he just played it now.
Oh, he just said it, didn't
Yeah.
he? Might be
That's what he
an
drew.
alpha, maybe?
Was his final top deck.
Oh, right.
possibly.
Jeez, what I'm saying is either Callahan or Bottomless.
Oh, if it was an alpha, he might have summoned his
Yeah, he
summon
would
attack.
have summoned it, but then he would have ran it over because this thing has now 3,100, I think. No, it's only 28 because I think Sacrifice is on the. However, we have. Oh man.
Yep, so he's going to return something to hand.
No, he's gonna always return the set monster back to his hand. So there's Nihilix.
Yep, so he's going to probably go full pendulum scale.
Well, scale's already up now. We have
No,
one.
like, I mean, he's going to special summon
Yep, there's the
everything.
pendulum summon.
Old Helix.
Oh man, this is not good. If that's a Mirror Force, that's gonna save him. That's no
If only-
faders. Is it? What is it? What do we got? Mirror Force. Oh, Call the Haunted.
Wiretap,
That's the
oh,
game.
Yep, that's game.
There's the handshake. There's the handshake, and that is the game. Quillies advance
Boo.
to the top 4.
Should I be impartial, or...
Why should you be impartial? What are you talking about? It's called being biased, is what you're trying to do.
Yeah, what's wrong with being biased?
Don't
Have
be
it-
biased, man. It's not very
Yeah.
nice.
Fine, I'll give Cleaforce benefit of the doubt.
Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're terrible. Deck's bad. Don't know why people play it.
It's not bad, the problem is that it's too good.
Oh man.
So let's see what they decided.
Looks like the MST, the faders, system downs. System downs are okay. Oh, the Flying Sea. Oh, that would cripple him.
Completely.
Flying Sea just shuts the deck down. I don't know what that was, but it was face down. Oh, he sided out a bunch of stuff.
No, but
Sided out the Book of Moon.
no, that makes sense.
Well, when they're flip summon, they'll get another effect off, so that does make sense.
I don't know why I slide out a skill drain, though. I guess because it's a burn variety of the deck.
Yeah, maybe so. Don't want to lose a life, but he already had 2, and it seemed to work, so he managed to draw it. Right, well, that is the game.
Alright. I think they're the first one finished
They
in
are,
the top 8. too.
yes, they are the first group finished in top 8. So John with Coolies move on to top 4. The other Coolie player is playing Rockstun. That might be interesting.
Ooh, could be.
Yeah, Rockstun is, they finish, I guess, Rockstun now next set when they get the summon negation. Because that stops Pendulum Summon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's, I think it's a special summon. Or it's a summon in general. Attribute it to negate a summon.
Oh,
So that does include a Pendulum Summon, so, ooh. And of course, he's a 1900 rock, which you can get back with Block Golem and such.
you want to interview Miles now? Or John?
Miles, would you like to come have a small interview of what happened here?
Alright. Miles will be coming now to
All right,
have an
we're going to
interview
get a
with Steve.
small couple talk with Miles here.
Hello,
Welcome, Miles. So we just witnessed your game versus good old Quillies.
Yeah.
And what do you got to say?
Brick hands.
Brick hands. I got to show you what I named your deck. We got Satella.
Satella Knights.
Yeah, but yeah, that was pretty rough. I saw in
Uh,
game 1 you had all monsters and you had no outs to like any of his traps, none into his
Nothing. No
his
alphas.
scales. Well, you did have an alpha, but I noticed he baited the alpha with the Summoners Art. He had the second one.
Yeah, I noticed he kind of hoping he wouldn't have a scout, but
No, he had another scout. That's rough.
I was gonna wait for him to activate scout, but once again he still had another one, so
Yeah, so it didn't matter.
it really didn't matter.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty tough.
the card I drew off it was garbage too. So
It's brutal. Yeah, I noticed you run. What are your thoughts on this? You ran the Battle Guard Howling. I saw that.
yeah.
How you find the Battle Guard? Is
That
it,
card's really good. I kind of want to main deck 3 of them.
Oh my good God!
Yes, I really do. I'm going to try to find some space to actually throw that third one in there, as opposed to deciding the third.
Well, it's attacks and monster effect targets. Right?
Attacks and monster effect targets.
And it's like super compulsive.
yeah. It's,
What sucks is we were discussing earlier. It doesn't actually negate whatever targeted or
doesn't.
the attack.
It doesn't negate the attack, but I usually hit the attacking monster.
Oh yeah, you hit the
Right.
probably the biggest if it's going to be.
If there's something bigger, I'll hit that one, obviously, but most of the time it's just going to be the attacking monster.
For sure. All right, but are you impressed that you made top 8 though? Like
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with how I did today. I faced Burning Abyss twice,
Ugh.
Shadal's twice, Cliffworth's twice.
Well, around the scale then.
Oh yeah, I think they did okay.
That's all right. Good old Tell Nice. There's not that many around anymore, but
No,
you're rocking them.
I was the only one here today actually to play.
No, he's representing. He's
Yeah.
the only person here.
Gotta rep them.
It's pretty good. All right, so this is our first round of top 8. We have more games being played behind me, which you guys can't see, but the feature was the first one done. So
Yep.
we will have a top 4 match in here, as well we'll have the finals in here. So for y'all to witness the magic. For the top 8, I believe, hang on, I actually wrote down, I was curious, and wrote down the deck lists. By deck lists, I mean not lists, but the decks. So in the top 8, we have 2 Quillies, we have a Satella Knight, we have a Rockstun, we have a Shadow, we have Yang Zing, we have Burning Abyss, and we have a Batteryman.
Yeah, the Battery Man.
Those are our top 8 decks. So
Battery
we'll
Man
see.
undefeated today.
Batteryman went undefeated.
Undefeated,
good.
6 rounds of Swiss.
Yeah, it went 6-0
Crazy
after
good.
Swiss. Batteryman. Making them OTKs. He's charging it. He's getting that pulse width modulation techniques
Oh.
to charge that voltage in there.
Crazy.
And just like, explode it all everywhere with one big
Yeah.
oomph.
And with the artifacts in them. Oh,
Oh, the artifacts are just... I noticed he ran
oh.
a lot of artifacts and a lot of the ignitions. So that's good against a Quilty matchup because you have a lot... Basically, you're running like 6 MSTs.
Yep, last time I faced the Battery Man, every time I hit that Sanctum with that MST, every time.
Oh.
Unfortunately, every time.
Don't blind it. Don't blind it.
I know I don't usually blind, but sometimes here lately blind MSTs have been good for me. I've been hitting Vanities a lot, and Vanities kind of hurts.
Oh, yeah,
clearly,
Vanities
as
is-
what we've just seen.
Yeah, Vanities is something, all right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
a thing.
As I'm going to jump off the mic here now, we'll be back with our top 4 game. I'm not sure who's going to be yet, but we'll be back with you. So thanks for listening. We'll be back soon.
See you later.